Yo, welcome to another video, guys. Today we're doing a canyon guide. I'm gonna try and keep it really quick and simple for everybody to understand. I'm gonna show you the basic rules. If you're on the attack, your backline curves down, and if you're on the defense, your backline curves up. I'm gonna show you an example of this and why it's so important to understand. So if we look at it right here, you see my backline, it's gonna go up, and his backline is going down. And the reason why it's important, you see there's 6 marches here in the middle, and there's 2 to the side. And those 2 side marches, they're gonna stay really nice and healthy, while the middle marches are all disappearing. You see they're all yellow, right now they're yellow and red, and these are still white on the outside. So you want your best damage dealers to be on the outside, so they can survive and deal as much damage as possible. You don't need your buff or debuff marches to survive, because if your damage dealers are dead, there's nothing to buff. And you can see, because my Quinn sat on the outside, he survived all this time, and he's gonna clean up this match. This is the report for it. It's very close, very close. So for the defense, because your marches curve up, you want your best DPS to be in the corner. This is my defensive setup right here. You see my Quinn is probably my best DPS. I'm between Quinn and BQ, which is actually the best. But I have Quinn in the corner for the defense. And my second best DPS, which is the BQ Liuche, he's going to be right in front of him. And they're both going to be on one lane. You want both your DPSs, your best DPS, to be on one lane, so they kill the other guy's lane as fast as possible if it's a 4v4. And the second reason why you want your second best DPS here, if it's a 4v1, which I'm going to show you, it's this match right here. It was a 4v1, it was also very close. After he killed my march in the corner, he's going to kill this march, then this march, then this march, and lastly this march. And you can see it right here. He's going to go to my Joan first, because it's in this corner right here. And then next he's going to go to my Arthur, and then my BQ. And then finally my Quinn. So after my tank died, he's gonna attack my buff debuff march. Takes a little bit. And then he's gonna attack my second best DPS. Then he's gonna move over to my final DPS after the BQ died. Man, Quinn is too strong, honestly. What the fuck did they put into this game? It's a broken ass commander. Yeah, you see now he's gonna go to my Quinn. Since this is the order the marches die in, you want your second best DPS to be the second last march that dies, and your best DPS to be the last march that dies. And for the same reason, it's important to put your tank in the corner below your second DPS, because if you fight a 4v1, all his 4 marches are gonna be piling on your tank, while your DPS marches are gonna do as much damage as possible. And this doesn't have to be a buff debuff march. It can be anything. It can be like a third damage march. Just use whatever you have. And down here, on the defense at least, you want a proper dual march, which can win in a 1v1 situation. Most people use like a Huo. I don't have Huo, so I'm using whatever I have. I have like scraps left after I use my best marches up here. I have a Zuge green gear and some trash armaments with Barca. He's 5-1-1-1. I use him for chaining, you know. But you could use like a Huo, like anything that's good at duels, basically, you want to put on here, so he can win. So he can win in a 1v1 situation, and it's a bonus if it's decently tanky. The attack is a little bit more complex, but it's just as simple. If you look at the setup right here, I have my BQ right down here. I have my Quinn right here. My Arthur and my Joan are gonna be tanking for me. Since I'm on the attack, I can adjust this. On defense, you can't choose it like this, because if I were to run this on the defense, he would run 4 marches up here. He would kill this, kill my Joan, and then my best damage is gonna die too soon. So I can only run it like this on the attack. And my Quinn is gonna go right in between his troops, since we learned earlier on the attacks, the troops curve down. And my BQ is gonna go all the way down here, and he's gonna be protected from all the damage. And my Quinn, since he's AoE, circle AoE, he's gonna hit everybody, and my BQ is gonna fire up and also hit as many marches as possible. So we're gonna watch the replay for this. My Quinn is gonna move down, my BQ is gonna move down. My BQ is already hitting all the marches. I use a low rage build on Quinn with YSG. I have 2 drums right now, I'm gonna make a third one. And I have the crazed inscription. And you can see he has a proper dual march. I mean, it's more like a tank march, not really a dual march, but I have basically nothing up here. So he's completely destroying it, gets a free march. That's how I win it. It's a very close one. And you can see my BQ did all the damage because he was really protected the whole time. He didn't take any damage and was just dealing damage the whole time. There's a second strategy you can use on the attack, which is the rage transfer. If we look at this match where I lost against Piano, he is way stronger than me, he got better stuff. But there's a certain situation I can use where I can win against him in Canyon. It needs to go absolutely perfect though. It's not like a thing I can use all the time. We're doing a 4-1 right here. And this is both of our tank marches. And they're gonna die roughly at the same time, you see? And none of us get a rage transfer. All of us reset the rage. Since nobody carried over the rage, nobody has an advantage. But if I can carry over the rage, I'm gonna have a massive advantage. His march is gonna be debuffed, mine are gonna be buffed, and I'm gonna do instant proc damage. I did it in the next report, and you can see the difference. From this one, he's winning with 100k plus, to the next one, where I'm winning with 100k plus. And there's the smallest difference is that I replace the second commander behind my Zuge. I replace the commander, I put Mehmet behind, so it's less tanky. Since this march is less tanky, it's gonna die before his march. And you see, he's died before, and now I'm gonna get the rage transfer onto him. My marches all have max rage, they're gonna all proc their skills before his marches even loaded up, and that's gonna help me win by a massive amount. And you can use this trick to beat almost anybody in Canyon who's stronger than you. There's a limit, of course, you can't beat someone who's like insanely stronger than you, but you can beat people who are a decent chunk stronger than you just by adjusting your tank march and having their march be slightly more tanky than yours and getting the rage transfer on them. That's all for today. That's my Canyon guide. See you guys next time.